Label encoder is a pre-processing technique in machine learning used to convert categorical data, which is represented as text labels. For example, here the gender column has male and female as a text values, so you need to transform into numeric values. That's why we need to use label encoder that's going to encode your text values into numeric. And others, partner dependent phone services, multiplier storage service, even though the churn, which is the target variable, should be transformed into numeric values, either 0 and 1. So this label encoder assigns a unique integer to each category in the categorical variable. For example, in the gender, let's say male is, and it has two values, either male and female, and it's gonna be transformed or converted into numeric, which assigns zeros and ones to each category. This transformation is necessary because many machine learning algorithms, including logistic regression, decision trees, support vector machines, work with numerical data and require numeric input futures. That's why we need to transform into numeric values, okay? There are many reasons why we need to transform the categorical variables into numeric values. The first one is numerical representation. Machine learning algorithms, particularly those that rely on mathematical computations and require numerical input data. Yeah, because text labels or categories cannot be directly used in these algorithms, and label encoder can help us to convert those labels into numerical values. And the other is consistency. So the futures must have consistent input values. So that's why we need to transform into numeric values. So it ensures that each category is consistently represented by the same integer value. For example, if male is encoded as 0, will always be encoded as 0 throughout the data set. So it is consistent, making it easier for the algorithm to learn patterns, to find and discover new insights. And the other reason is that transforming or converted the categorical variables into numeric is reduced memory usage, because string values takes more memory usage. That is why we need to transform into numeric. Yeah, using numerical values can reduce memory usage compared to storing text labels, especially when dealing with large data sets. The other is easier comparison, because it is easier to compare numeric values than string values or text values. Numerical values allow for easier comparison and mathematical operations. For instance, you can easily compare whether a future is greater than or less than a certain value. And compatibility issue. So if you transform into numeric, it could be simply compatible. Many machine learning libraries and models are designed to work with numerical data only. That's why we need to encode those futures into numeric values. Okay, for example, this you need to encode the categorical futures. You can use the label encoder class from the scikit-learn library to perform this task. And so in this case, I have just identified the list of categorical variables from the data set. For example, gender, citizen, senior citizen is by default numeric, so I don't need to just convert. For tenure is also numeric. I don't need to just convert to numeric. So I just identify categorical or text variables only, including target. So here I have a list of columns having categorical values, and I can iterate over all in the columns. And I just define the class, which is LabelEncoder. Okay, Then you can call the data frame and call that column, and each column in the data set, in the data frame, and I can transform into it and transfer function from LabelEncoder and pass the each column values into this function. Then you can store this to encoders as call, that is LabelEncoder. Okay, now let's check. Let's run this code and let's see that all the values of categorical columns are transformed or not. Okay, let's run the data frame again. Yeah, of course. For example, gender is converted into ones and zero. One represents the male and zero represented female. And customer churn, yes or no? Is the customer churn, yes or no? One, yes, zero is no. This is our target variable that's going to. So if your given variables are, future variables are this, and it's going to, once you train the model, it's going to predict the input data, either the customer is churn or not. So the fit transform method in this is a convenient way to both fit that's going to learn the mapping, and transform is also apply that mapping to your data in a single step when using LabelEncoder. It's commonly used when encoding categorical variables. So this is one of the best things that you can do to transform or convert or encode categorical variables into numeric. That's it. Okay.